3D engines, because 3D engines are always trying to put you in smaller rooms and smaller corridors and stuff, so they don't have to render as much. Now, also with the designs, it's important for us to start rough, then we can make more designs. These are some illustrations from a Galente station that Börkur has done. And again, you see, he's just playing around with the color and the form. He's not saying exactly where a particular beam is. This is an Amari nightclub. And then we actually found out that it was hard to take the concept art from the artist and make it into a model, because the concept artists are not always, they make great pictures, but they don't know exactly what feels right in terms of walking around and how big a space it's supposed to be. So we actually hired a couple of architects and gave them the concept art from the artists, and then they made architectural illustrations. And again, these are just real-world architects, and I really like that approach, because it allowed us to get a different feel for the rooms. They don't feel like game rooms. They don't feel like an FPS level. They feel like actual places. Some more concept art. This is a promenade from within an Amari station, like a central area. You could call it a square or something like that. And you can see down there in the middle, you get steam and some coal burning and some slaves scurrying about. Again, this is stuff from Börkur, Mirmatar. And then, but when it comes to actually building the places, because these are more inspirational pieces, when it actually comes to building the rooms, we have to start like this, and we've found out it was best for artists, for concept artists, to work with architects, because the real-world architects that we got, they weren't familiar enough with games, and our game artists weren't familiar enough with architecture, so we have to mix and match. And architects are not game designers, so they maybe create some huge, really nice promenade and foyer and whatnot, but then it has no game design value. So iteration is key, and that's how we do it. We go through the cycle again and again. So our artists design something like this, then our architects take it into some 3D modeling package and try to pre-visualize it and try it down for size, put some light in it, and these are really rough. This is what we call just blocked out environments. And also what we do then next is we take it into our game client, and we have our avatars walk around in it and see how it works with the camera and how it works with navigation. Are the corridors too narrow? Are they too wide? Does it take me 15 minutes to cross the room? Is that fun? And so on. So here's an avatar. That's a crappy clip though. It's just a picture of an avatar standing in a room. This is a Caldari date haze guy. There hasn't any work been done on the shader. It's just a very rough export from Maya into a game engine. So his skin looks kind of, I'm not going to apologize. This is just work in progress. All the stuff I'm showing to you, I mean, this is just stuff pulled from our machines, literally just stuff that we're working on. We did capture something in Fraps, and I'm showing it to you. It's not some really lavish stuff that we're pretending to be making or something like that. This is it. This is just what you're going to see is basically what's being worked on. So some of it is developmental content. Now, once we figure out how the rooms are supposed to be laid out properly after doing these tests, then our concept artists take them and they detail them out. Then they go in and say and do some lighting schemas and try to figure out what the materials work like. And it works really well to do it like this, because the end product is then a proper room that is functional. You know that you can walk around in it, but still looks nice. So it's a pipeline. Again, here's a meeting room. This is another iteration of the meeting room. A light study, and remember this clip because I'm going to show you this room later on in the talk. This is a corporation office meeting room, and corporation office meeting rooms are of course, only accessible by the members of a corporation. And the plan is that all your existing corporation offices will be turned into Ambulation corporation offices. You're not going to have to buy the initial offices, but they will be really crappy, so you're going to have to upgrade them.